All right, gentlemen, let's open our app. Let's make sure we're connected to the level by raising and lowering the level just a little bit, so you see a change. If you have any problems connecting, of course, you hit the top three dots on the left, go into Bluetooth scanner, and you would see Laird BL652. That's the generic name for your Bluetooth that's embedded inside your level. You would connect to that manually. Once you connect manually the first time, and you may have to do that if you've upgraded the app, sometimes it will lose that information, but after it connects the first time, then it will go back and search for that as the app starts and connect automatically. All right, you can see the home screen is showing now on my app. I've got 1/10 showing here. That's close enough. I'm not going to zero it out. To start the beta testing section, top right hand side, you see the little ruler icon. Tap on that ruler. Now what you see here is in my shop, and this is the simplest, easiest, quickest way to do this, gentlemen. Make sure you've got everything working and you understand the process in a nice, warm, cozy place, and not out in 5-degree weather where you're walking 150 feet or what have you. You can test this out in a very small area like this. I'm going to do this in about a 5-foot square area, and in doing that, we make sure we have the level communicating, the app picking up and recording the readings, and everything technically working like it's supposed to. And once we understand the principles and you play around with this quite a bit and become familiar with it inside, then you're good to go when you go outside. You wouldn't, if you've never shot a gun before, you wouldn't buy one, go out, sit in a deer stand and figure everything out in a tree. It may just make sense to do this stuff ahead of time, and you're prepared and everything works much more smoothly. Now, you'll scan back and forth. You see all those little yellow dots. When you get all those dots like that, the AR section has to detect the floor or the terrain, the grass or what have you outside. It has to show you where you've got. Now, ordinarily, we would have the level connected to the monopod and you wouldn't be able to see it. I'm going to raise this up now so you can see what we're doing. And I'll show you how to do that with a piece of Velcro. It's real easy. We're working on a plastic adapter, but we don't have that out yet. Now, once you tag either one of these two buttons at the bottom, either the 2 or 3, I'm just going to hit the first one here. Bam. You'll see that reading in green. That's your height reading. Now, as we go across the floor here, this is my first perimeter elevation. It's a box. You can do this too. I'm going to tag it on top of this box. Bam. You'll see that 8.9 is the reading that's showing. Halfway down in red, that's your distance between points. 33.1 inches right now. Now we're going to come across to another box. We're going to give it just a second to settle out. Somewhere around 3 inches, a little over 3 inches. I'm going to tag that one with the comment. The button on the left with the ruler with the little comment icon above it. And we just type that in and we've recorded a comment on this one. I'm also on this one, I'm going to take a photo. Top right hand side, you've got the little camera icon. That will record a photo of what you're seeing on your screen. Now I'm going to move this across. This is another, now what we're doing now is establishing our perimeter readings. All of these readings will be designated P1. That's established another perimeter. Now I'm going to close this up by hitting the button all the way over to the left. That closed our perimeter. Now you can stop right here if you want to with our perimeter. I'm going to take a screenshot of this also. You can stop right here if all you need is the perimeter and record this. And Patty initially I think is going to teach this way. I'm going to show you the whole 9 yards because you're beta testers and I want you playing around with the whole thing. So right now, to continue, what you did when you hit that button all the way over to the left, I think that we have it as 5, that closed the perimeter and ended the P1 readings. This will all be more clear after, like everything, after we do it a few times. To continue, all the way on the bottom left, you've got the little box with the arrow up and down. This starts your P2 readings, which means they're not perimeter readings, but they're either inside or outside. Now, once I hit that, it says tap on ruler to add additional points. We're going to go to the center here, and we're going to record this point, which is going to be somewhere around 2.5 inches, 2.4 inches or so. Now, you see there's no yellow line on that. There's no perimeter line, but the computer still knows exactly where we are. These are the points that really generate your contour lines inside or out of your initial perimeter. We'll go over here. We'll record another one here. That's 1.8 or so. 0.9. You may see a slight tenth or so variation. And we'll go down to the floor and hit the last one here. 1/2 inch, 4/10. I'm not going to worry about letting it settle out, and we're probably that far out of level. And I'm going to make one more reading outside. You can see our perimeter line there in 21 inches between points. I'm going to make one more reading outside of that. It's going to be about where we were before. Now, to record these readings, you see the little box. It's on the 3 icons on the right-hand side that are lined up top to bottom. Hit the middle one. Now, what that's done, that's giving you a view here where you can see what you've got. Now, if we hit that top left area button to the left, that will clear everything that we've done and take us back and start over. So if you're good with what you've got to this point and you want to save it, top right, the little arrow pointing down is the button you want to hit. It says saved. Now, these readings are in our app, are saved in our app at this point. What we will do to view those, now you can go back and hit this little arrow, and it won't clear your readings. It simply takes you back to the home page. To view this last plot, we'll go into View Readings, down here at the bottom, left. The latest plot will be the latest one we've generated here, the 2/26/20/834 plot. That's the one we just generated. Now, you don't see the pictures here. They're saved, but it's very difficult to view those in the app. We will probably do that some point in time, but not yet. You will see a compass midway down. That's recording the direction that I took these readings. Now, that top right-hand button will email this info to you. I'm just going to email it to me. Now, my internet's slow. It'll take just a little bit for that to come in where I am. I'm going to go back here and we'll watch it. Hopefully it won't take too long. If it takes too long, I'll cut off and start another little video or shoot it back to you. And it might. My internet is almost dead this morning. I think you're experiencing a snowstorm up there, so you probably know what I'm talking about. I will open this in another short video because it might take 5 minutes for that silly email to get here.